Have you ever asked yourself what lives on the other side of fear? Not metaphorical fear, not stage fright, not fear of failure, real fear, the kind that lives in your stomach, that shakes your hands, that asks you quietly, "Are you sure you belong here?" Most people spend their lives running from it. They build comfort around it. They lie to themselves to avoid hearing its voice. But a boxer walks right into it. Boxing is not a sport, it's a ritual. It's where violence and philosophy meet, where instinct becomes art, where fear becomes a teacher. And not everyone's ready to listen. Some men are drawn to boxing because they want to fight. But the ones who stay, they stay because of what fighting reveals. Because when that bell rings, everything false gets burned away. Your excuses, your reputation, your image. None of it matters here. Only truth survives the ring. And for many, that's the scariest part. Carl Jung once said, "People will do anything, no matter how absurd, to avoid facing their own soul. But step into a boxing ring, and you can't avoid it anymore. You're face to face with it, the fear of pain, of weakness, of being exposed. And here's the twist, that fear is necessary, because growth only lives on the other side of it. Boxing is a mirror, and mirrors don't lie. They reflect the parts of you that the world never sees. The fear, the hesitation, the rage, the desperate hope that you're enough. And in that ring, with nothing to protect you but your fists and your will, you find out what's real. This is why boxing has existed in every culture in some form. From ancient Greece, where fighters wrapped their hands in leather and fought to the death in Pygmachia, to the Roman Empire, where boxing was blood spectacle, to bare-knuckle England, where men fought 70 rounds in the mud while crowds threw coins. It wasn't about sport, it was about initiation. It was about turning fear into something useful, turning violence into understanding, turning boys into something else. Warriors have always needed ritual, and boxing is one of the last true ones left. There is something sacred in choosing to suffer, on purpose, to confront the part of yourself that could break, and keep going anyway. That's not just courage, that's transformation. But boxing isn't just physical, it's spiritual, it's emotional, it's psychological warfare. Inside the ring, your childhood fears come back, your ego panics, your legs betray you, and your body whispers, "It's time to run." But your spirit has another answer. Stand still. Breathe. Swing Freud believed that suppressed aggression poisons the soul, that every man has violence buried under his surface. Boxing doesn't suppress it, it channels it. And in that channeling, something honest happens. Because no matter how good you will get hit, you will bleed, you will lose. And that's where boxing gives you the real gift. It teaches you how to carry yourself when you're broken, how to stay calm when everything inside you is screaming, how to get back up without apology. Most people will never know that feeling. They'll stay behind screens, they'll lift weights, post quotes, talk about mindset. But they'll never feel fear press against their chest with another man trying to take their soul across from them. That's why boxing isn't for everyone. It's not supposed to be. It's for the few. The ones who don't just want to look strong. They want to know they are. The ones who understand that courage isn't the absence of fear. It's walking through it with open eyes. The ones who are tired of pretending. Because in the ring, there is no pretending. There's only blood, and breath, and will. So why do it? Why step in when you know it will hurt? Why train for years to suffer in silence? Why risk failure, pain, embarrassment, even injury? Because in that suffering, you get answers. You meet the real you, the one that doesn't flinch, the one that's still standing after everything else has given up. And in that moment, you grow, not just as a fighter, but as a man. And maybe, just maybe, that's the whole point. Welcome to Clean Boxing, where we explore the violence buried inside the world's most brutal sports.